what do you think affects mostly on those coins? Like, is it Elon Musk's decisions? Like, is it the purchase? Is it the ape coin? Is it the other side? What affects mostly on the inflection and on the movements in the coin values? What do you think? Or
I think
it's
that
all it all?
it's very coin specific, right? So if you take, for example, ApeCoin, the fundamental drivers of ApeCoin are going to be very different from the fundamental drivers of Solana, for example, right? We know, for example, I think we were talking about this last week on a space. We know why ApeCoin went on a bull run, right? It was because of the news. It was because of people trying to stock up ape for the other side. And then I think as we actually started to get into getting closer to the weekend, we started seeing a depression of price on that particular token because people started to learn and realize that, oh, you can actually buy your land with ETH, right, on the secondary, or all kinds of stuff. And we started to see like that ape started becoming less and less valuable. And the weekend hit, people got their land, people got pissed, and et cetera, et cetera. People start to realize that in the short term, oh, there's no immediate utility for me that I'm going to derive from ApeCoin, right? So that's why we've seen like a massive selling spree. Right now we're at like $13, which is pretty crazy, right? Considering this peaked at like $28 like not too long ago, like literally like last week. So for ApeCoin specifically, even though I believe, again, not investment advice, I do believe it's one day going to be a top five coin, just because I believe in the company and like what they're doing and just their ability to execute. Right now, I would say it's like following its own fundamental movements because of the Yuga Lab dynamic, right? And the speculation around what the other side's going to be like, speculation around how how Yuga is going to prop up the value of ApeCoin within the other side. For those that may not know by now, the other side is Yuga's metaverse, but that's like one example, right? So if you had to go through the list of each of these cryptos to try and understand like why is this going down, why is this going down, I would say start off by you just look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is going to be the main reason the total crypto market either goes up or down. But beyond that, each of these projects, whether it's the Solana project, the Polygon project, each of these projects have their own internal mechanics that are going to be driving price movement. So depending on what a person's investing in, right? Just focus on a specific set of coins and actually get to know the projects. If you're like a Solana, there's a lot of Solana heads out there. Those people are like diehard. They'll just go deep into the project. They're like hanging out at the Solana hacker houses. Just being like just a true fan of the project will also help you like get more alpha, if that makes sense, beyond just looking at like trading view to see what's going up and what's going down. I don't know if any of that made sense.
Yeah, I love that, Linux. And just to add to that, so for those of you who don't know, our tool monitors the most popular coins. So some of our users actually use our tool as a barometer of the market. So our tool has been buying ApeCoin, for example. It's been one of the most popular coins on Binance. And so people know clearly that there's a lot of trading volume into it. So now they know that the interest is there, so they should start following the news. Another example is Cardano. It's always trading volume is high with that one. Uh, but there's also like lesser known coins, right? That will pop into the top 10, which are our platform monitors. One of those being Jasmy. So a lot of our users were asking us, hey, why is this Jasmy coin popping up? I've never heard about it. And they probably hadn't heard about it because it was a B2B solution and it didn't really apply to anything that they were doing or they were interested in. But the reason why it was popping, and this is some alpha that we laid out in our Discord, was because it was actually included in a Binance contest. So the Jasmy team, and this is something that coins do a lot with exchanges, they'll facilitate partnerships, giveaways, things like that. So Jasmy was doing like crazy stuff, like giving away Model Ys and Teslas, just by trading the coin, you were automatically entered to win. And a lot of these coins that are lesser known run these contests to prop their own trading volume up and also awareness up. But their fundamentals, all the stuff that makes the coin good, still might not be the strongest. So just because a coin is popular at the moment doesn't mean it will have lasting power. So yeah, that's just one way that a lot of people use trading volume as a key indicator, and the ape trading volume has definitely been popping lately, as you saw earlier, and all the news has indicated.
Yeah, I'm so curious about what's going to happen with this ape coin. I mean, it's been pumping so hard, but I wonder if it's going to stay or not. I don't know if it's going to last as it is right now because all the other side and all what's going on with this, with the ape coin and with the Yuga Lab, projects and metaverse and the lens, etc. So I wonder if it's going to go back down after it's going to, after it's going to stop going up.
Well, think about it. Like this company made what over $350 million on a single Saturday, right? So I say this company to just collectively reference, Yuga and Miyoka, everyone involved in this ecosystem. 350 million in a single day. That's on top of whatever other cash reserves they had. Plus, they have, again, one of the world's largest VCs with A16Z. They're plugged into not only money, so they're flush with cash. They have ties in Hollywood, professional sports, just media in general, like athletes, politics, everything, all the pillars of influence, right, in the world. They get free publicity from these people. Had Elon Musk, giving them free publicity to like over his whatever 90 million Twitter followers. So all that to say, and they have a track record, right? They have a track record of delivering. If you are one of those people that bought a Bored Ape last year, the return you've gotten on that investment is just it's unimaginable, right? From the ape coin drops to the serum to the land drops to just the value of the NFT you're holding. So people have seen, okay, so they also have a track record of delivering. Now, when you think about the other side and what this is the Yuga's next big frontier. And they've already said that, their website, obviously, ApeCoin is going to be the currency of exchange in the other side. So I think the valuation of ApeCoin hinges upon how well they execute on this vision of the other side. Like realistically, I think a lot of people are guessing that this is going to be the tier one metaverse. This is going to be like, I don't know, like the Apple, whatever they create, right? Sandbox, all of them, they just, suffered a depression in their valuations because people realized when this ecosystem of Yuga enters an arena, again, they're going to be like Apple. They're likely just going to dominate. So, with that being said, we already know they're poised to just really, really do well. And we know that ApeCoin somehow is intrinsically embedded within that other side ecosystem. And you're looking at like a current price of $13 right now, right? Um, Even if it's purely from a speculative standpoint, I would argue that anything, in this region, the 13s, especially sub $10, is like a great buy. Again, this is not investment advice, but and this is like this current valuation is based off of nothing. We don't know anything about what they're actually planning on doing in the other side. Imagine when they start to leak information. Imagine when we actually start to see some of this IP unfold in front of us, right? And it's kind of like a no-brainer to me. I mean, I talk to a lot of big hedge fund guys that are in the crypto space, and the common consensus is, Ape will be a top five coin. So, yeah, yeah. I know we've been talking about Ape a whole lot, but I think it is worthwhile paying attention to, for all you speculators out there.
Ape is a good thing to be talking about. They dominated the conversation for a reason this month, and led this industry to some great heights. It's amazing what they've been able to achieve. It's an incredible journey to just watch what they've gone through from day one all the way till present day, and who knows where it's going to go from there. And I'm curious to see now with them announcing things like, oh, we've got to do a little more. We're going to start doing more things with the me bits, and so just that announcement alone, I can't wait to see what the future is of every one of their brands. So, yeah.
I have been, I remember the day before there was the other side thing. I was ready to buy a mutant just to to jump on the opportunity to buy a mutant just to get the land, and I had a technical issue with my credit card. I was trying to get it through Nifty's getaway, but so I didn't purchase it, and then I was trying to purchase after because all the prices were dropped. Like if you look at right now on the Bored Ape Yacht Club and on their collection and on the mutant, and everything went down, except the doodles, by the way, which are my favorite in the planet, and they rose really up. And I think they have something going on Friday. I don't know if anyone is doodling here, but I'm definitely doodle. It's my one of my favorite ever. All these colorful, dummies, funny creatures. But I know that the apes, everything went down, and I was trying to purchase a mutant after the lands were sold, and all the prices went down. But then you had to find one that was not already claimed, and it's really hard to find because everything was already claimed. So I didn't purchase one, but I am a big believer in Yuga Lab, and I got my land, so I'm very happy with my land. I'm not even sure where I'm located. I just heard on this stage, and I'm somewhere in the middle, so that's good too. It always reminds me of Burning Man when you want to be in a good location, and close to the parties and close to the playa, the central camp, etc. So I feel like I got lucky. I have three resources. I don't have a quota, but I'm just happy to be part of Yuga Lab. And I know that there've been like a gas war, and there were so many pissed off people that were trying so hard to get a land. And I mean, I feel lucky for having one without any gas war. I just really literally bought it for. I bought it for 5.4, which is for me is good. It was like 10 at the time. It was 9, 10 after, and now it dropped again. But and then the gas was only 1.4. People were paying like 3, 4 ETH, 5 ETH even. I heard about much more to get that land, and they didn't even get it. So they tried a few times, and each time they tried, they failed, and they had to pay again and again the gas. It was
Ouch,
crazy.
ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah,
It
the
was
good news
crazy.
is Yuga's making right on that anyhow. Any of the people that got burned on gas, so that part
I
that
hope so.
they are
I don't
taking
know.
care of. Yeah, that part they are taking care of, which is good. Yeah, I believe they already have a forum that was posted up that anybody can make their gas claim in case they did get burned. And yeah, there were quite a few people, but that's what do you expect when you're sitting at a 2 ETH gas? It redefines the term gas war. That was something crazy.
It was wild, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
somebody tried buying a bunny at like 0.14 or something like that off the floor, and the gas was like 1.5 ETH. I couldn't. They shut down OpenSea basically for a 20-hour plus period. It's amazing, just incredible. 100,000 lands. Let's go. Fuck. Let's go.
And that's scary when you think about how much of a stronghold they have over the total crypto market, right? Because what you mentioned a little bit ago about, like the me bits being incorporated into the fold and all these projects, right? So they've essentially like made a gateway for all the blue chips and the future blue chips to come into their ecosystem. I mean, I don't even know if we can fathom what that's about to look like, right? So yeah. Anyway, all that to say, the
Right.
grass is very green.
And we're still so early in the space, and nobody really knows at the end of the day. You're starting to see, but who the top five are going to be in the next 3 to 5 years, the real guys that are going to be around, the Coca-Colas of the world, the brands of the apples, as you call them, right? So those tier ones we're starting to see, who the rising tide is, but it's still so early. There's going to be so many mergers and acquisitions and takeovers and, things along those lines, through the way, and these collaborative efforts that are already starting to take place. And you've seen Yuga take over, the crypto punks. And it's just going to be an amazing journey. I think we're just so at the scratch of the surface. We're just getting there. The evolution is incredible. And I love that people are really, turning to the fact that this isn't just about a nice picture and whatnot. It's a business. You have to build a company around this. You have to build a structure around it. There's got to be some sort of longevity, return, and value proposition for not just the holders, but for the entire market out there. It's like shit. Anybody who's able to, what do they burn 150 million or something like that in ETH alone on gas that day? It's come on, this is next level. Like our industry is just getting there. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I mean, I've been so deep into that, like trying to figure out things. I've been so deep into this freaking virus that I was stuck at, but I was trying to multitask. And while multitasking, I was going into all the DMs, trying to follow up on, what layer am I, what tier, what's the resources, what's going on with the apes, is it up, is it down? Like, I was awake all night. I think me and Lennox were like all evening chatting, back chatting on like, did you get it? Did you didn't get it? It was like crazy, man, and all the negativity and the positivity and so many things were going on. By the way, guys, welcome to the space. If you guys just joined in, you're welcome to our conversation. Yes, the virus popped in. Welcome to the space, everyone. Good to see you and good to have you here. You're welcome to join our conversation, and we're having a chill vibe conversation about everything that is new on the NFT and crypto day. As of today, we also have a cool giveaway from Bunny Buddies, our favorite family gang here. So make sure you tap on the link above my head and follow the instructions. I think you need to retweet it or whatever they're gonna explain you in just a second. And we're going to have a winner here of the Bunny Buddies, which is like my favorite ever project. And, one of my favorites for sure. And also, we have amazing people on stage like Satoshi's and Raizini. And we got Shiba here and Mitch and so many amazing people as well. So good to see everyone. And yeah, and we're just going to keep on talking. I just wanted to do a little refresh for the new people who just joined in.
Love
What's
that,
up,
Al.
live? So, yeah, back to you,
Yeah,
Ben.
so just to give you the quick, easy,
Yes.
simple instructions, when we do giveaways, it's a giveaway. We're not here to make things difficult, guys. Doesn't cost you anything to join in. Just go click on the first pin over there, retweet the room, uh, be in the room. Make sure you're following Tal, Bunny Buddies. Give our speakers a follow, our co-host Satoshi a follow. Sorry, I didn't throw that in there, Satoshi. It should have been in there. But please do give them a follow, or other amazing guests and speakers up here, and just be in this room to share and listen in, jump on stage. Would love to hear all your experiences. What's going on in the NFT space? I'm starting to see a ton of bunnies show up in this room. Look at the family over here taking over with the bunny PFPs. Love you guys. Thank you so
Let's
much.
go.
So that's what we're here for, guys. So just share, retweet, and we're gonna do some giveaways, some love today. Tal made it a very casual room. She's given birth in a handful of days, literally. So let's just be here to support her on her journey, and wish her well and all the beautiful love and happiness and success and healthy prayers for her family and the growing family to come. So Mazel Tov, Tal, and excited about your week ahead.
Thank you. I'm going to have a little bunny coming up. What's up, live? So, FB?
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say hi, first of all, to everyone. And I want to say it's a pleasure for me to be in a space like this because you guys give out so much information for like a newbie like me. Because like I think everything moves so fast in this world, compared to like the real world. Everything, even in the crypto world and like NFT world, everything changes so fast. Like if you miss out 1 or 2 days, you're like you're missing so much information. So it's so important for me to like just listen and learn things from you guys because you're far more experienced than I am in this field. So I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for hosting this kind of spaces, where you're just chilling and talking to us, because, yeah, we're learning a lot, and thank you for that.
Thanks for coming here. Always welcome to listen and learn. That's what we do here. We bring as much value as possible and bringing up conversations about the latest, subjects and the latest things that's going on. What's up, Kings? I see you on stage. How are you, my dear?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just wanted to come say hello. I've been slacking on my evening spaces, and I'm actually out today, so just wanted to jump on and see what you guys are talking about. Getting some
I love
conversations.
your PFP, man. I love the Shiba. The isn't mutant.
It's not. It's not. It's a psychotic ape division. People look, it's a derivative. It's an ape, but it's all psychedelics. There's some joints. There's some acid tabs. It's just very trippy type art. This one happens to be the bling king crown. There's only a few of them. This is one of my favorites, so I actually got it for a good deal last week.
Yep, it's part of the Psychonauts, Azuki Apes. Good community, sir. Welcome.
Super communities. Yeah, that's first of all, yeah, that's a mean one. I'm just kind of zooming in on your PFP here too. That's you got a
That's
good
a
one
cool
there,
one.
Shiba.
Yeah, you got a cool one there for sure. Nice to see you again, Shiba. Okay. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna hang out with you guys if that's all right.
Sounds good, my man.
Hell
Sounds good,
yeah.
And I see also Kings, which is on stage as well. Hey, Kings. I don't know if you hear us, girl. All right, maybe not. Maybe she got right. I just saw her on mic a second ago. Um, so what are you up to, guys? What's good? What do you think about Elon Musk's purchase? Yeah, are we all gonna be freedom speech now? Rezini, I think you're the expert in that in that conversation more than me even. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I have a theory, but I'm gonna drop a question on you guys. So let's see what you guys think about this. Why do you guys think Elon changed his profile pic yesterday to Bored Ape?
Great question. Who want to jump in? That's a great question. I'm still curious. I mean,
So I have a theory. I'll say
sounds
my
like
theory,
pump
but
and dump.
I wanna hear from you guys. Yeah.
Go for it.
I think we want to hear your theory, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
No, it
curious.
doesn't work that way. I want to hear what you guys think, and then I'm going to comment at the end, and I'm going to share with you what I think.
Look, I
I
think.
know what's going to happen, so I want to hear from you guys.
Okay, so let me say what I think, because I have no clue. Really, literally no clue. Again. I think I'm hosting those spaces just to hear you guys, because I'm just like being so sick, and I've been, I'm learning all the time. So, but at the last space we spoke about Elon Musk. I was saying, and I still keep that thought, that Elon Musk does what the F he wants to do. What if he feels like that morning? He wakes up in the morning, he want to change his PFP. It doesn't matter if he purchased it, if he has a heart for it. He just feels like doing it. And then every space is talking about it. Every post is uploading this. Everyone's pumping it. So, maybe he just woke up in the morning. I have no idea. I didn't even investigate it. What happened? I didn't even read about it. It was just like, I'm so disconnected from that subject, but I think that he does whatever he wants. It doesn't mean that he bought. Is he gonna buy? Is he going to buy Yuga Lab? Is he going to? Did he AP in? Did he bought a bunch of them? Did he just bump and dump? I don't know. But again, as we spoke about Elon Musk before, Elon Musk is the genius, a genius human being, and he can do whatever he wants, and that's his benefit. So I think that when it comes to even free speech or everything that he's been doing in the space, or he wants to do in the space, all the changes and everything, I think he can do. I think it can be great. It can be scary at the same time. So because he's a one person with one individual, he's a one individual with a lot of thoughts and ideas and concepts and conspiracies and way of looking at things that is very changed from other people, and everyone has his own, everyone is different, everyone has his own opinion on things and can do whatever he wants, but he's very extreme. So I think he can bring a lot of amazing value to the space, but also things like that can change the whole, they can change the whole ecosystem, they can change the whole community when uploading an image, and maybe he just did a right click and he just uploaded that picture and that's it. He doesn't own any of this. I think he also says he doesn't like NFTs in general. So, so I don't know. So Rosini, I think it's going back to you or
Well,
Lennox.
let's see what Bunny has to say, or Satoshi.
I was going to jump in real quick and just say, I think at the end of the day, he's the world's richest man. Billionaires exist in a whole different universe than us mere mortals. But, it's no surprise that he's been critical of NFTs. And I think really what this was, and this is just my theory, this was in response to Saturday, which was really a historic day with, the other side. It was pretty hard to ignore that. So I think this was Elon trying to, I mean, it could go both ways. It could be Elon throwing shade, right? Because his tweet right after that was, oh, seems kind of fungible, you know, which is in a way like a jab, right, at the project, at the Bored Apes, at Yuga as a whole, I guess, or just as at the NFT community as a whole. But he specifically chose, a very rare and expensive golden Bored Ape to put at his PFP for however short that time was before he quickly, removed it. But I don't know. I'm curious to hear what Rosini is going to say. But yeah.
I agree with a lot of that. So Elon is a master troll, guys. We know this. He's also a master of memes, right? That's why he loves Doge so much. So he has fun with these things. Doesn't necessarily mean he's a fan. He claims he doesn't own any Doge. I don't believe that. As much as he posts about Doge, he probably owns a little bit, right? He's definitely a Doge millionaire or a Doge billionaire. But he is a master troll, so let's not forget that. And I don't think he owns a Bored Ape because, or maybe he remains to be secretive about it because he did just copy and paste that Bored Ape collage onto his Twitter profile. So it wasn't like an actual PFP like linked to his Ethereum wallet or anything. And he didn't put it up for very long. I think he probably put it up for a few hours. So I think it was a troll move, personally. What do you got, Raisin?
I definitely think we're going to see him one day. We're going to wake up and he's going to have a Bored Ape attached to his profile, and it's going to be the huge launch of NFTs. It's I don't want to seem so troll, but he has way too much influence in the space, and we obviously seen that, and we've seen the same thing go with Gary. I mean, he's just a big person in the space. He just knows so many people know him. I mean, the V Friends did so well for him. Now the V Friends too. I mean, even in the crappy market that we're in, and the other side ripping out and draining everything else, Gary Vee feels like we're still launching it. So, I mean, these people that have this much pull, man, they're going to hang around and they're going to be a part of it. And now that Elon Musk is just going to go out and just start buying companies left and right, and hopefully he ends up doing it right and giving us like the freedom of speech that we're hoping that we're going to get in the Twitter space. He's not going to silence NFT people, because that would be really troll if he just woke up one day and he was like, okay, no more speaking on spaces and no more NFTs on Twitter. That would be like some really trolly shit, but who knows? He can take it either way, right? We have to wait and see.
Rosini, I think you got enough insight there. I think everybody gave you back what you needed. I think it's time for you to share your thought process. Enough deflecting, brother.
Okay.
I love Rizzy.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, though that PFP was one of the Bored Ape NFTs that was sold at Sotheby's in September 2021. So about $24 million of some mystery buyer bought them. So no one knows who has bought them, right? So that's the first clue. The second clue is there was a picture of Elon Musk with the co-founder of MoonPay, right? I think this was during Kanye West's new album listening party, for example. So that's another hint, right? That there are some sort of connections. And then Musk also told Dogecoin co-founder Billy Marcus that NFTs are, JPing the dollar, for example, back in December, right? And then you come to you connect certain other dots, which is, of course, he does say a lot of crap, but sometimes he, uses reverse psychology. So if he likes something, he's going to say that he doesn't like it or he hates it, whatever it is. So if you like follow him really like for a very long time, you sort of kind of understand that person. I mean, I'm not just talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about anybody in general, right? You kind of get a sort of an idea of their behavior. So everything he has been doing, and now with the purchase of Twitter, and that he also is good friends with Jack Dorsey, for example. So it's very likely, highly likely, that we may see he's going to do something with Twitter and NFTs. So that was a clue when he changed his PFP into an NFT, because if you guys remember a few months ago, he did go and say that, remember when you click on your profile pic and then it gives you the option that you can actually upload an NFT, and then he tweeted that he said, this is boring, right? So he's been saying a lot of things against NFTs, and then he does this, but at the same time he's been saying a lot of bad things or negative things or complaining about Twitter, and he bought Twitter. So if you go back in time and look at like with certain of his tweets or the things he's been doing or the events that he's been attending, it kind of gives you some clue. So for me, this is what I think is coming. When he gets on Twitter and there is big talks that he's gonna, get the blockchain and all this stuff, or Dogecoin, for example. And there's a lot of back and forth with Billy Marcus. I don't know if you guys follow Billy Marcus, but I had him in a space last week. Did he join Tal? I don't remember if he joined Tal. I think I brought you on stage. Yeah, you were
I
there.
don't remember. I was in so many spaces with you. I don't even remember which one
Okay,
he was.
So we just out of the blue, me and Billy, Billy's the or his nickname is Shibitoshi Nakamoto, which is a parody of Satoshi Nakamoto. So we had him in space and we were talking about all this stuff last week, and so this is where I think it's heading. If he buys Twitter, well, I mean, obviously you guys know that the deal is not done, right? So it's they have agreed on it, but nothing is going to happen before October, November. And after that, if the deal is sealed, then he's going to be, the CEO, as he announced today, and getting a lot of backing from 18 different investors, which is amazing, $7 billion. So I think the next thing is we also need to understand that he has just put $46 billion, which he doesn't have, right? He's taking it against his shares from Tesla, and he somehow needs to find ways to make Twitter profitable, right? And that's one way of doing it. So the way that I could see this, where it's heading with his friendship with Jack Dorsey and with Shibitoshi, Billy Marcus, for example, and then he's giving these little clues. He's talking bad stuff about crypto and all this stuff. And then he goes and he buys a lot of Bitcoin. And now he changed his NFT while he kept complaining about it for a long time that they are dumb or stupid. So what I see is a platform where it's going to be blockchain and crypto and NFTs. That's going to be implemented within Twitter, because he knows that a lot of people hang out on Twitter and on Spaces and they talk about NFTs. Any given day, if you guys go on Spaces, you're going to see at least like 10 rooms about NFTs or crypto or Web3, right? There might be like 3-4 rooms about other stuff, but majority is NFTs. So I guess this is what he wants to do with Twitter as one way of generating revenue for the company. Obviously, he doesn't like the revenue from advertising, so that's going to go away. But other ways is going to be this. So to me, that's why he put that NFT PFP as a clue for something that's going to come in the very near future once it takes over, basically.
I'm
I
scared.
know, conspiracy theories.
I'm scared now. I don't know. It's there's a scary shit, man, out there. There's a lot of conspiracy.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if everybody's going Web3, right? Why should Twitter be in Web2?
Well, 100%. Well, we all gonna go Web3 in so many levels and ways that I guess I don't know if he's shifting everything to Web3 on Twitter, but it is gonna there is gonna be a shifting for sure. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, who knows?
I guess we'll find out in time.